Hey guys, what's up y'all? Thanks for watching, appreciate it. This is going to be an 18 and over reading. We're gonna look at the sexual side of things. We're gonna, for the upcoming week, we're gonna go through all signs and look at the desires, any blockages, as well as advice. So it will be timestamped below. Remember, the energies can always be reversed. So flip it how you need to. Let's see, we're gonna do Aries through Pisces. So please make sure that you like and subscribe below if this does resonate. Again, we're not looking at the finances, we're not looking at the love, we're not looking at any of that. We're looking at the straight physical. All right, so we're gonna start with Aries and with Pisces. Let's get it. All right, so Aries, desires, blockages, and advice. What's going on with Aries and the person on their mind this week? Cards for Aries. Alright, hopefully you guys are doing amazing. It is the new moon coming up, so hopefully great new beginnings. New moon in Virgo and the full moon in Pisces. Alright, so Aries, you have these Six of Swords. Somebody wants to switch it up, but what may be is pretty straightforward. I mean, just kind of like getting back into the groove of things. With the Six of Swords here for desires, that's like becoming one and switching things up out of the ordinary, out of the way that things have been, even if that means taking outside. That's what the desires are here. But what's crossing it is the Seven of Wands, doubts. And that can be within, that can be within self. That can be within, like, if somebody's pleasing you, if they're taking care of you, kind of worrying. And it may be things like outside of the bedroom as well. I mean, that's where finances and things like that can come into it. So, you know, do some whispering, do some letting them know that you're there. The Two of Swords is here for your advice. So it's kind of like an inviting energy, but also following through with what you say. So if you say you're going to do something, follow through with it, because there may have been like some talks about, I mean, maybe switching it up, and that's what somebody's looking forward to, and then maybe it got held back because of doubts, or, I mean, it could be a lot of reasons. That's just one scenario, but follow through with what you say is basically the advice there. I mean, teasing and things like that, but this is like an inviting energy, being empathetic, being understanding to the other person. So it depends how, what's it called, generous you feel like being. All right, Taurus, what are the energies coming up for the week ahead for Taurus and the person on their mind? What is the desires? What, if any, blockages? What is your advice, Taurus? So please make sure that you like and subscribe below if this does resonate. Also, check out the new moon in Virgo and the month ahead readings if you haven't yet. All right, Taurus, week ahead for Taurus and the person on their mind. All right, let's get it. You have the Hangman. Crossed by the Six of Wands, playing grab ass, and then with the Lovers. All right, no problem. The Hangman is here for desires, which is literally kind of just hanging there. Like, even if it's a platonic friendship, like, still there, still wanting to be around. It's not really going all the way, but it is to kind of be in your space. Like, there's a strong bond here, even if, and that's kind of the desires here. So even if there's not like a lot happening, it's kind of wanting to show that like there's more to it than that. Also, so it's kind of like refraining is actually the desires, because what's crossing it is the Six of Wands. So this is about actually growing closer and becoming more connected on a different level, and where there's some type of confirmation that someone is trying to get, and any kind of doubts, any kind of worries within this situation in the bedroom or outside kind of have to disappear. So for your advice, you have the Lovers, which is a card of, it's Gemini energy, but it's a card of seduction, like taking it slow, but not just like jumping right into things. There's like a slow seductive energy, and seduction can come in a crazy amount of forms. Like it doesn't just even have to be, you know, the physical or touch, and there's ways, a little look, a text message, a picture, you know, things like that. Like somebody needs to know that like there's something more here, and then kind of take your time. The Knight of Wands at the bottom, so it does encourage you. Yeah, and then the Three of Pentacles, which is about a closeness, and feeling that security, and where things are even and equal on both sides, whether that's just in the physical or also outside of that. All right, Gemini. Week ahead for Gemini and their person, please. What are the desires, any blockages, and the outcome? Week ahead for Gemini. So make sure you guys like and subscribe below if this does resonate, if you like this video. Also make sure you check out the new moon and Virgo video in the month ahead if you haven't. All right, Gemini for the week ahead with their person. All right, cool. Well, you see what it is. There's ecstasy, things like that, that's wanted here. Somebody wants to be seen differently. And that doesn't just mean like in the physical. Like there's a need with the Knight of Wands here to dig a little bit deeper. And this is actually an interesting card to have here for desires. Because it's like... Sorry, I keep going outside the thing. It's like kind of being seen differently. It is the card of kind of holding back and needing to see like actually like the character or the inside of this person. It is kind of like a, like there's feelings there, but there is some type of resistance that's there, and a need to like look at. It's a weird card for desires, actually, like to be looked at from a different angle for more than just what they are. Because what's crossing it, you have the Four of Chalices. So this is all about routine and getting stuck in a routine, maybe always doing things the same way, kind of like a habit there. So it feels like, you know, a need to dig deeper, to really like pay attention to what this person or you, however it's going, because this is here for advice, to pay attention to like body languages and like the little things that they say, and like the little things that they like. Don't get stuck. What's blocking it is routine. So you know, I mean, I can't say much else about that. Just kind of switching it up as well, and really like paying attention to what this person wants, what they desire. Is the biggest thing coming across. Focus on self. Like no matter what's going on in the outside world, focus on each other and remember that it's like you two. Because ecstasy and gratification, things like that are here. But there, oh, sorry, I keep doing that. But there may kind of be some type of elephant in the room, that, or something there that needs to be addressed. All right, Cancer. Week ahead for Cancer and their person. What are the desires? Any blockages? And what is your advice for Cancer and the person on their mind for the week coming up? All right, Cancer. So please make sure that you like and subscribe below if this does resonate. All right, Cancer. All right. So the desire here is actually, wow. Okay. There could be a couple of things going on. There's a need to catch up for someone here. Yeah, to switch things up. The thing is, what's crossing it is the Hangman. and I'm kind of starting backwards here, but this can go a couple of ways. This is somebody really either kind of just wanting to fall back and like, even if it's like just been a friendship, just to know that there's still a friendship here. This can also be a card of impotence, so that can always be blocking it too. But for desires, you have the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles can be about like taking things slow and taking your time, but sometimes with this energy that's in the background, like they rush into it and then it's not as sensual, and then like sometimes somebody can end up finishing quick or like kind of falling out of line with what this person wants, even if that's because what's blocking it is like somebody needing either, I don't know if it's more time, because this card can actually be a blockage on either side, like the male or the female energies. But this card can indicate like one side kind of is like wanting to savor things and take it slow, and then the other side may kind of rush that. So there is a need to, what's blocked, to kind of pause, or to know that this is somebody kind of just hanging there. Literally, with the Nine of Swords at the bottom. So it's basically like, even if things are kind of clunky, I don't know how else to put that, that's how it came out, to even if you got to take a step back and then like come back and try again, like because sometimes distance or something like that, or to take a step back and a retry is needed in order to for things to be able to move forward. But for your advice, you have the Fool, which is literally about kind of walking on the edge, having like erotic outburst is how this deck actually describes it. Take a walk on the wild side. Switch it up, because this one, it's almost like it's I don't want to call it one-sided pleasure, but someone may rush it when somebody else kind of wants to and maybe savor it. But like I said, with this being the blockage, it could go either way. Because it's kind of like, yeah, switch it up. It's like almost if at first you don't succeed, try again type of energy. And with that Seven of Wands, it may kind of get to the point where somebody may be worried like something else is going on behind their back, or that like they're not pleasing the way that the other person wants to be on whatever level. So just pay attention. All right, Leo. Week ahead for Leo and the person on their mind. What are the desires, any blockages, and advice for Leo and the person that's on their mind? Wow, nice energy for desires. You have the Three of Pentacles. That's basically like a warm, comfy relationship, security. I'm laughing because your card actually is what's blocking it, but it doesn't have to be a negative blockage. Okay. Wow, with the Seven of Swords at the bottom. Okay, so the security here is to feel like things are like there's I mean, the desires to feel like there is a security, like it's going deeper, like it's on deeper as on like a security level, like things are intact, like they mean something. Giving as well as receiving. It's a nice energy. What's blocking it or what's crossing it is the Strength card. Technically your energy, but this is a card of domination or control. So you know, maybe somebody's been like a little bit controlling here on one side, or wants that. Take it how it resonates with you. Oh, and the Queen of Swords. Oh, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so you have the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. So it could go a couple of ways. It could kind of be a new relationship, or some things could have happened lately where, or it could have just been like clunky, things aren't really matching up. So at which point you're gonna have to take a step back and try some more. Also with the Queen of Swords right now, somebody may just kind of want to be alone, so it's going to take like a little bit more effort probably to get something here, has to like be realigned. But with the Seven of Pentacles, it could just be that somebody's been like lazy or falling asleep or not that attentive here. because for your advice, you have the Judgment. And this is about kind of changing up a situation that may have felt stagnant or may have felt like it's not moving. It kind of relates back to this desires, where I was saying like this comfort, this closeness, because there is love. There could be a family here as well, but to kind of just, you know, come back into some type of groove. So with Strength being what's crossing it, you know, this could be somebody just kind of taking control of the situation. This is a card, because you can see she's taking the bull by the horns. So it looks like, you know, there could have been some type of hold back. The devil's right there. So, you know what, there's a couple scenarios obviously that could be going on, but there's also like feelings here, and kind of like address, somebody really needs comfort here. Because it does look like, you know, it's trying to come back together and resolve from a situation where things have possibly been a little stagnant lately, or a little off. Maybe not for all. All right, Virgo, birthday Virgo. Week ahead for Virgo and the person on their mind. What are the desires? Any blockages? And advice for Virgo, please. Week ahead for Virgo and the person on their mind. So if this does resonate, please make sure that you like and subscribe below. Also, if you haven't, make sure you check out that new moon in Virgo, as well as the month ahead. I break it down week by week for you. All right, Virgo, week ahead for Virgo and the person on their mind. Oh shit, sorry. Oh, what's going on with you guys? Temperance at the bottom. Okay, actually desires here. Somebody needs to address something. There could be like self-doubt. This is the 9 of Wands, but I mean, you can kind of see like that there needs to be like somebody needs some TLC is all I can put it. It's kind of like somebody feeling down, or maybe like a little blocked. This type of situation, and this could just be on a physical level. Maybe somebody feels like, you know, you're wanting someone else, or, you know, that they're not really doing their job. So as the desires here, it really feels like somebody needs to call attention to something, and it may have to do with like a self-esteem there as well. What's crossing it is the King of Pentacles. So interesting energy when it comes to this type of reading, because this can be a card of fear or dominance, or somebody keep approaching the, like coming at you with, or vice versa, with some like a way that it's not really desired, it's not wanted. I mean, you can, sorry about the glare, you can kind of see like she's turning away from it. So there's something here that needs to be like addressed, or somebody not doing, you know, because with this kind of energy, something here has to be addressed, and somebody's going to have to change it or kind of back off for a minute so that things can come back together. Because you have the 9 of Pentacles, so they're here for advice. There's a need to be able to trust your partner, and to not feel like, you know, things are going on, or, you know, trust. I mean, I don't know how, that's kind of what it's coming down to. Something here is definitely trying to be addressed, but this is also like a dominating, controlling energy, as well. So you can kind of see, it's interesting that we have two pretty dominant cards, and this can actually push it, like the I don't know what to call, the female energy, the feminine energy away. But for the desires here, it's almost like somebody wants to be coddled. So it's kind of different. Yeah, like, see, the 7 of Wands is right there. So like somebody may feel like something's going on behind their back, or like they're not satisfying you, like there's something there that's kind of itching to come through. All right, Virgo. So Libra, week ahead for Libra and the person on their mind. What are the desires? What are any blockages? And what is your advice for Libra? Libra. So please make sure that you like and subscribe below. This does resonate. Also check out the new moon in Virgo video, as well as the month ahead if you haven't already. Oh, I gotta post you guys this month ahead, so you can't check that out yet. I'll do that. All right, Libra. Week ahead for Libra and the person. Wait, the Wheel, the High Priestess, the King of Chalices. Nice energy. I mean, the Wheel is all about change, gratification, and kind of keeping up with that change, kind of going with the flow. Addressing all issues, but also being comfortable within self. This is all about change, so it does feel like, you know, there may be like some things that are changing up. Maybe you're changing up the way that things are going, the way you're doing things. I mean, it's a really nice card. It's all about change. What's crossing in here is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is actually all about waiting, and knowing that you have the Wheel crossed by the High Priestess. That's pretty cool in this deck, because the High Priestess is all about just wait, because it's already there. Like it's already written in the stars. It's gonna go how it's gonna. It's going to go how it's going to go, and it's already there for you. Because with the Eight of Chalices at the bottom, the Nine of Wands, somebody could have been like pulling away, could have walked away, just shying away from the situation, or a little bit of pullback here. But with the advice here being the King of Chalices, just keep it interesting, keep it spicy, keep it going on both sides. Just making sure that it seems like there's a lot of satisfaction here, and that's with this card. But it's just, even if there's a waiting period for whatever reason, maybe you are going through some type of change, a lot, you know, even in personal world, there could be a distance, whatever it is, or maybe somebody has just been shying away. Yeah, you have the Star here. I mean, this is just gonna flow, and it's gonna happen, and it's all working out for you. I mean, there's really nothing negative here in your reading. It's like this situation it's gonna take off by like catching someone off guard, or surprises, or like I mean, a lot of transparency here. So you have a really nice reading. Like, even it's already here for you, and when it happens, there may be some type of wait for whatever reason. But then it just falls into place. You guys have a really nice reading. I mean, what's crossing it with the High Priestess, like I said, that could be some type of weight for whatever reason. But it's like undergoing a transformation that actually you don't see that is working out. But with the King of Chalices for advice, like I said, you know, kind of shocking all surprises, things like that. Satisfaction. It feels like it's there. It's just warranted. All right, so Scorpio. Week ahead for Scorpio and the person on their mind. What is the desires? Any blockages? And advice. Okay. Interesting. Things are changing, and there's almost like complete satisfaction there. I don't know what else to say. These are a heck of a doozy of cards, and they're really nice. The World is here for desires. I mean, this is just feeling completely gratified, completely satisfied, like in all angles, more so than just in the physical part of it. Feeling very satisfied on both ends. Always touching, just a peaceful, happy, blissful, euphoric feeling. I mean, it's a great card for desires. What's crossing it is the Six of Swords, which isn't really even a negative thing. This is about like taking time for each other, switching it up, going outside of normal routine, maybe outside of, literally outside, I mean, this is taking a lot of time for each other and focusing a lot of grabby, a lot of hands-on. Your advice, you have the Ace of Chalices, which is literally the Ace of Cups, a card of ecstasy, you know, satisfaction. There's just a lot of love, intimacy, like one-on-one time that feels like it's really, yeah, the ace that's spent together. The Ace of Wands at the bottom, it's it's almost like feeling like two people come together as one and make one. There's a lot of chemistry here, a lot of caring, a lot of touching, a lot of sensuality, and it's a good reading. There's nothing here, you know, that's negative. Even if things have felt a little stagnant lately or just haven't been moving, maybe, you know, for whatever reason, this is a great turnaround. All right, Sagittarius. Week ahead for Sagittarius and the person on their mind. What are the desires? Any blockages? And not the outcome. Advice. Desires, blockages, and advice for Sagittarius and the person on their mind. Please make sure that you like and subscribe below if this does resonate. Sagittarius. King of Chalices, the Star, the Four of Pentacles. Alright, we kind of went a little bit off here. Not really off, it's just kind of a tilt here. For the desires, you have the King of Chalices, which is kind of like the, it's all about shock and awe. I mean, satisfying, kind of spontaneity. I mean, it's a good card. It's kind of like actually a really like together card. A lot of surprises, really, you know, wanting that closeness. What's crossing it is the Star. So, you know, this kind of like going with the flow and things are going to fall into place, even if there has been like a little bit of pushback or something like that. Like, this is literally just letting it ride, because it's all going to fall into place. There's a lot of attraction here. Even if there's like a no strings attached type of energy, it's just kind of a falling into place, a very coming together. For your advice, you have the Four of Pentacles, and that's kind of about, there's a lot of need for like surprises, and there's a lot of closeness, don't get me wrong, a lot of attraction. The Four of Pentacles can be like starting something and letting it burn, not like you know, just 5 minutes of time or attention or something like that. Like, you know, it could start with like texts in the morning, and then by the evening, you know, like it's almost like lighting the fire, and just, it's a whole lot of teasing to it, but letting the flame burn, basically. Taking your time, because this is going to fall into place. So that's where, like with the King of Chalices, and this is the advice where it's like kind of letting it savor, and the desires of surprises and things like that, and surprises and kind of shocking. So it feels like it goes like a little bit deeper. There's a whole lot of attraction, a whole lot of wanting like your time and your attention on like a close level that like kind of just seasons, simmers, I don't know the word. Alright, so Capricorn. Week ahead for Capricorn and the person on their mind. What is the desires? Any blockages? And what is the advice for Capricorn? Please make sure that you like and subscribe below. This does resonate. Also check out the new moon video if you haven't. Alright, Capricorn. What is the desires? Anything blocking it? And advice for Capricorn. All right, well, if at first you don't succeed because somebody is wanting something here, but it's not so much that it's like, I'm not sure that it's all the way being met. You have a star here for desires. So, I mean, there's definitely, a lot of attraction here. And kind of just wanting to, there may be a situation where somebody's kind of wanting no strings attached as possible, but just kind of letting the situation flow, because there is a lot of attraction. So like no pettiness, no games, no nothing like that. That's like kind of wanting some type of attention, but not necessarily putting strings with it. What's blocking it is the Nine of Swords, though. So somebody, like, even if things haven't been like flowing as much, like even if you had to like take some distance or things like that, it's important to keep things like exciting and like some sort of mystery to it. So even like if you feel like things aren't like, or the person may feel like you're not 100% like satisfied, take some space, come back, and then you know, try it again, but keep like some type of flame lit here, and kind of switching it up. For your advice, you have the Two of Pentacles, so this can be like a card of uncertainty. Not really uncertainty, but it could be because of like embarrassment for some, or like feeling like they're not satisfying you. Like there's some type of maybe something that actually like somebody needs to feel more secure about, or have more like, and for some it's just like wanting, like somebody needs to know, do you want them or not, because they may feel like maybe you don't, or that you're, hell, you could just be playing hard to get and they don't know, they think they're doing something wrong. So take it how it resonates. All right, Aquarius. Week ahead for Aquarius and the person on their mind. What is the desires? Any blockages? And the outcome. All right, Aquarius. Make sure that you like and subscribe below if this does resonate. And make sure you check out that new moon video if you haven't. You have the Hermit for desires. It's almost like somebody just wants to watch right now, because either they're not feeling like up to par. That could be, yeah, there's a whole lot of just watching here, like a whole lot of just standing by. So it could just be wanting to watch, hell. But this can also, with the Hermit, somebody may not feel like up to standards. There can be impotence with this card. But in a position of desires, it's almost like somebody is there watching, but they're not taking like a whole lot of movement towards it. And I don't know whose side that's on. It's the Four of Chalices. So, I mean, don't get stuck in routine. Don't just keep doing the same old thing, because the Empress is here for advice. And this is like about it, like kind of an inviting energy. And once like something is put into action with this card, like it usually will become a reality. But something here, you know, may have kind of just needs to be a little bit more spiced up. And with the Hermit, like I said, this is kind of somebody you can tell, like just sitting there, like there's things going on over here, but they don't want to join in. And that could be for a number of reasons. It just may be that somebody needs to, like, things need to slow down a little bit for someone. Excuse me, with this card as well. And give things time to like grow, to build, for this candle to get lit. So it feels like somebody needs, it's kind of falling back a little bit. But with the Four of Chalices blocking it, like I said, don't get just caught up doing the same old thing and habit, and you know, any type of routines or something's kind of getting stuck in routine, that has to be fought, because the Empress is here. So I mean, things are trying to push forward, but it feels like somebody's kind of, for whatever reason, maybe, you know, somebody's got to make a move or kind of switch things up. All right, Pisces. Week ahead for Pisces and the person on their mind. What are the desires? Any blockages and advice for Pisces? Excuse me. So please make sure that you like and subscribe below if this does resonate. Also check out the new moon video. Alright, if you haven't already. Alright, week ahead for Pisces and the person on their mind, please. Alright, somebody wants to be savored. It's like also the little things, even if it's just like, even if you're really busy, have a lot of things going on, like finding any time that you can take for each other and spending that together. This is the desires here with the 8 of Wands. Like, even if it's just like feeding each other cake and it only lasts 30 seconds, or you know, you're both busy but you still make time for each other. It's like the little things with this card, because what's blocking it is the 7 of Pentacles. So it could be something kind of getting stuck in routine. Somebody could be falling asleep. Somebody could be, acting lazy or not putting as much umph into it. So you can kind of see there may have just been, you know, a time where the focus hasn't been on the sexual. For your advice, you have the Strength card. This is literally dominating and controlling, taking the bull by the horns, going after, you know, she's wrestling the bull there. For like for some though, for it could go either way, because sometimes with this card, like, there can be too much domination, but with this kind of energy blocking it, there may have just been, you know, some not a lot of effort put in lately. Not for all. I mean, take it how it resonates. There could have been a breakup, or, you know, somebody had to fall back from the situation. There could have been some impotence, or somebody not filling up the par, or just needing more time for some. So take it how it resonates. Interesting card for advice though, right? All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this resonated. Please make sure that you like and subscribe below if so. You guys take care, and I will see you next time. Bye.